Hey guys, what's up? Pitmarth Roy here, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker. In the last part, we finished up some sword training with Orca, which was getting 100 hits, then 300, then 500, then a crazy 1,000, which was not required, but I did it anyway. And off-screen what I did was I filled in all of the map that we have here, except for this square right here. Obviously, I haven't had that one, because this one is actually not possible to get until you've placed the 3 pearls in the Triangle Islands. So, we'll be getting that at the end of this recording session, I suppose. But, really quickly, I just kind of wanted to go over what was in each area. So we have Forsaken Fortress, Star Island, Northern Fairy Island, Gale Isle, which will be important later. Anything in red text on the thing at the bottom right there is going to be important at some point. Or, play a big role. Crescent Moon Island, 7 Star Isles, Overlook Island, the Flight Control Platform, which isn't technically an island, Dragon Roost Island, Paw Print Isle, Windfall Island, Spectacle Island, Mother and Child Isles, Four Eye Reef, Western Fairy Island, Rock Spire Isle, Tingle Island, the Northern Triangle Isle, Eastern Fairy Island, Fire Mountain, like it says, it will come in handy later, Starbelt Archipelago, Thorn Fairy Island, Eastern Triangle Island, can't go over that one yet, Six Eye Reef, Cyclops Reef, the Great Fish Isle, Three Eye Reef, Needle Rock Isle, Islet of Steel, Stonewatcher Island, Southern Triangle Island, Bomb Island, Bird's Peak Rock, Cliff Plateau Isles, Forest Haven, the Ice Ring Isle, Southern Fairy Island, Shark Island, Five Eye Reef, Diamond Step Island, hate that island, you'll see why later, Horseshoe Island, Outset Island, Headstone Island that we're on, Two Eye Reef, Angular Isles, Boating Course, and the 5-Star Isles. So this is the almost complete map. We'll be getting the last map fish later. For now, however, we're going to be working on getting some extra stuff. And hopefully you've got a Hoi pair with you, because that is what we will be using here. So yes, if you're on this island, like I said, it will play a major role later on, but right now this also has something we can get that was not too far out of my way. So that's why we are here. If you fly around, there's some stuff you can pick up, like magic, health, which I guess I could pick up the health if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. Rupees. What I'm looking for, however, I believe is either near or at the top, probably at. And yes, you have to constantly hit A to keep going higher. Okay, go this way, turn. Yep, there you are. Hello, my beautiful little heart piece. Crash land into the water! Aw, you won't let us... Oh, well, you sort of can. Whatever. But long story short, we got a piece of heart, which is our 4th piece. So, now that brings our heart gauge up to 8 hearts, which is very awesome. Alright, so that is all we're going to be doing here for right now. Oh, please, King Red Lions, it wasn't that boring. Our next destination is on the map, Two Eye Reef, which is 1 square to the east, so if you don't have your wind direction set to east, you might want to go ahead and do that. I'm not going to be cutting out the sailing because, for the most part here, the sailing, we're just moving, like, in a direction of 1 square, so it's really not that far away, so there would really not be any point in cutting it out. Because if I cut stuff, I can only make a video about 10.5 minutes long, but if I don't cut it, I can make it about 18, so... Unless it takes 8 minutes, which in this case, it probably only took about a minute to reach this island, then there wouldn't really be a point to not doing that, so... Yeah, it's just easier to leave the sailing in, because Windows Movie Maker makes the file size gigantic. I don't know why it does, but it does. Alright, now on Two Eye Reef, I'm gonna get rid of the sail here for a second, because I gotta see what I'm doing. Let's have a look here. Alright, so it was back there. Blast! That was why the random thunderstorm was there. We're gonna be fighting the Big Octo here, because it's got something that we really want to get, so yeah. Oh wait, let me equip the boomerang too here. Alrighty, bring it on! Yep. Fighting another one of these guys. I'm not going to go for that eye. It's too far away. So yeah, you'll notice the Octos, whenever you come across them, that they'll have different amount of eyes. Obviously, this one has 4. Unlike the other one that had, I don't know how many. So, if you took down that other one without any problems, this should be a piece of cake for you. And even if you had problems with that last one, you'll probably be alright here. If I cough a lot, by the way, or sneeze or whatever, I'm still kind of getting over the cold that I had from a week and a half ago, so if that happens, I apologize. But the reward here is freaking awesome! If you have gone through all the map fishes, you might have noticed that it talks about a fairy being eaten by one of the Octos or something like that. So what happens is she gets freed, because there used to be a thing here. So what she does is she gives you a power-up, kind of like the upgraded wallet. I mean, you don't get a wallet upgrade here. You do get an upgrade, but it's not for your wallet. It's for something much better. And I love Link's pose right here in a second. Because it just looks so stupid. Right there. So happy. But yes, our magic powers increased. Now we have twice as much as what we had before. Which will come in handy for quite a number of things, including getting other heart pieces, and especially in some of the dungeons, because, let me tell you, there's some crazy stuff. Okay, let's see. Our next destination is Angular Isles, which is, once again, one square to the east. So you guys won't have to be changing your wind direction. I guess that's nice, because even if you did for the first one, you won't have to now. But yeah, we will be probably taking on all the big Octos. For the most part, they either give you heart pieces. That was the only fairy upgrade, I believe. They give you heart pieces, silver rupees, stuff like that. But it's usually in your best interest to fight them. There's a way to make this much, much easier, which will be done by the end of the session. There's a way to make this, the Autorock, or not the Autorock fights, the big Octo fights, they will be much, much easier. And you'll see why. And like I said, I'm not going to cut out the sailing here because, you know, it would be overall a waste of time. Now, if you guys don't want to get the map fishes, hold that thought. Okay. Whoops. Wrong button. I'll just forget it. It's not that big of a deal overall. They're just there to be annoying. Alright, so this is Angular Isles. Yeah, I know, it's really, really small. But, what we need to do here is go to your map, hit Y, go over here. We've got our treasure charts. Pull out treasure chart 15. It says this map is an open it with A. You open it, and it shows you where a treasure is. So let's see if we can sail around here. Okay. You want to get pretty close. Cruising would help a lot here. And once you think you're pretty close to it, get out your grappling hook, and just hold down whatever button it's on. And we got it on the first try. Good. Because I did not want to have to do that multiple times. And for getting that, I don't remember where we got treasure map 15, but if you've watched the walkthrough, you've gotten it. That will give you another piece of heart, which will start a new heart container for us, or start getting the pieces of heart for another heart container, which you guys get out of here. Whatever. Hey! I didn't want to talk to you. Come on. I love how he always wants us to hurry at whenever you talk to him in dialogue, he takes so long. Alright, geez, fine. I'll just go do it from here. Now what we're going to be doing is actually scaling the island, which, despite the fact it looks kind of difficult or imposing, it's not, really. Pull this out by one. Climb up. Go around that. Okay, we can't move this one. I haven't done this puzzle right here in a while, so if I mess up, I'm sorry. Wait a second. Oh, okay, I see what you're supposed to do here. And in retrospect, I probably should have seen that that was what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to push this one, not pull it. It would fall down here. And then pull it over here. If you played Ocarina of Time block puzzles, you probably shouldn't have much difficulty with this. Go up here. Go up here. Now, be careful going up here because there is actually an enemy, I believe. Whoa! Hello there, buddy boy. Alright, this is actually a pretty rare enemy right here. This is a Blue Chew, which gives a very good item, Blue Chew Jelly, as you can expect from the other two chews. This is called a Magical Cure-All, according to this. This restores magic power, and it also restores health as well. So, it's a very good potion. It is going to be a blue potion later on. So, except for the attack bonus thing and having 2 helpings, it's basically the elixir soup. It's not as good as the elixir soup, but you can only carry 1 thing of elixir soup at a time, so it'll have to do if you get a certain amount. If you get enough bottles and you're like, well, I have elixir soup, what else do I want? That would be a good option. But that will give us yet another piece of heart. That is all we need from Angular Isles, I believe. Alright, let's see. Next area. Oh, and this is what the treasure chart looks like from now on. Whenever you get it, it's going to have that circle around it. Alright, this is our next area, Southern Fairy Island, which is northwest. So let me go ahead and set my wind direction there. But yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of side questing stuff for these next 2 or 3 videos. Probably just 3. I wouldn't really say too much more. But I will be going back to Windfall and getting the Pictobox stuff that I messed up on. And then, obviously, some other stuff that we're working on right now. But the only thing I've missed so far, I believe, is the Pictobox stuff. Which is actually kind of annoying, so I might cut that video because the quote-unquote missions the guy gives you take a really long time because you've got to wait for the residents of Windfall Island on 2 out of 3 of them. You have to wait for them to walk around. And as you guys know, they're not exactly speedy. So, yeah, it might be a while. One of them doesn't take that long, but the first and last one take quite a bit of time. Okay. Going to the red area. Now the actual island right here, Southern Fairy Island, our first destination actually is not the island itself. The second, or the area after this, we'll be going to the actual island. The first place we're going to be going to is these towers right here. Hopefully I got enough bombs for this, because if not, I might be in trouble here. But yeah, hopefully I'll get enough bombs here. If not, I will go inside, I suppose, and just worry about it later. But like I said, hopefully that is not the case. Okay, keep going. Stop. Ow! Gotcha. Alright, I believe that's the treasure chest I was hunting for. But let me go ahead and use up the rest of my bombs just to make sure that I wasn't getting the incorrect one here. Because if I did, I'm going to be really annoyed, but hopefully that was the right one. I doubt that's going to be like 10 rupees or something, but hey, I don't know. Famous last words. I won't be able to get that last tower, but I can get the rest on this one. Hey, I wasn't even going for that tower, dude. Oh, well, I guess I am now. Well, that was way off. But, okay, jeez, I will go up the ladder. Dude. Okay. Now, the double magic I don't think is required for this. I always have trouble getting up these stupid ladders. There we go. Like I said, I don't think the double magic is required for this, but it would make it easier. I'm pretty sure it's not that big of a jump or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, these guys are also up here, so steal their treasure, harvest their soul! I did not ask you to get in on this, but fine if you want to. Harvest your soul! Have fun dying! Art. Magic. Rupee. There might be something worth getting in here, but I doubt it. Rupee. Few rupees. Bombs. Oh, well, that actually is handy. Alright, so jump up here. I'm aimed east, so I think I'll be alright on wind direction here. Yeah, well, I'd be wrong, wouldn't I? No, the game's gonna make me work for this. Well, I am out of time currently, so I will see you guys in the next part of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I will see you, hopefully, with the wind direction in the right actual direction. So, see you guys then.